Okay. Oof. Good morning. So I woke up 15 minutes ago. I'm not really sure where that time went. I heard the alarm wake up. Now it's 7. But brush my teeth, rinse my face. I'm about to meditate 1 quick hour. I was trying to decide if I should go lift or meditate, but I missed my hour yesterday, and my body just told me, nah, this morning, let's meditate. So I'm going to get that in. Kian is coming over today, I guess at about 9. So I'm not sure if I'll have time to hit the gym before he comes. At 10, I have a call with Abel. There's a part of me that's like, I wonder if he's going to recancel or cancel, because I feel like I'm a bit more excited about the idea still of the product than he is. But it might just be his personality. He's a bit more reserved. Other than that, 7 p.m. today, I've got a call with Alex Leon for an hour. We're just going to talk through some of the issues that I've been some of the issues that I've been talking to you guys about. I don't know if I talked about it on the vlog a few days ago, but I tried negotiating going to Sophia and working with him for a few days, because he had like a low discount, or rather a high discount, low price course for his immersion program. God, I cannot talk this morning. But he would have wanted to use the footage, and he wanted a newbie. And I'm not a newbie, which I guess is the main issue. But also I didn't want to have the footage online in perpetuity. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a good day. I stayed up a little bit late last night till about 1:32. I was initially watching parts of the freelancer course again, reading some more of Philip Morgan's writing. Then I went down a bit of a rabbit hole watching TNL and Alex Leon's content. And then that led me to watching something by this guy, Playing with Fire. And I was like, oh yeah, this is like degenerate and coonery, and this guy's energy is like weird and predatorial. So I always have to be careful with YouTube with all this kind of dating content. It's very hard to you can very easily go down rabbit holes and then end up just, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get to stepping. Okay, just finished my morning meditation. I also did a quick 15-minute yoga flow and stretch my neck, because I don't know, I must have tweaked my neck last night from lifting, and then I had to leave the gym early. Or rather, I thought the gym closes at 10:30, but they shut off the weightlifting section at 10, and the whole gym closes at 10:30. So I didn't have time to stretch, and yeah, I tweaked my neck somehow. Feels a little bit better, 90% better. It's still a little bit there. Anyway, Kian is supposed to be coming over probably in 30-40 minutes. I haven't checked my phone or for any messages yet. I haven't connected online yet, so I'll see if he messaged me, and I'm gonna shower, get started with my day, and get into the flow of things. So I just finished my call with Abel. Super smart guy, very, very smart. What I loved is one of the first things he said was wealth management is mostly bullshit. So, an honest guy. And we talked about some of the problems in the wealth management space right now with crypto. And to be honest, the market is still very immature. He said the main thing is still around just baseline education. People asking him if Bitcoin is legal in Europe, that sort of thing. We talked through some of the operational and logistical problems with Bitcoin, because essentially he said we arrived at an understanding step one is really just education, and then from step one after education comes the logistical and operational problems that come up around custody, inheritance, all that kind of stuff. But step one, people just need to learn what Bitcoin is, understand fiat is fucked. I don't know if I 100% believe fiat is fucked, but I just believe in optionality, And we talked through like some basic products that could be built. Uh, and we arrived at a place where he told me he's looking to build a digital course. Two courses actually, Bitcoin for wealth managers and wealth management for Bitcoiners, both of which make a lot of sense. It's like such a clear market. I guess because it applies to me, those are things that I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen those problems. I have direct experience with those problems. So we talked a little bit and I was like, yeah, man, I mean, if you want to do a course, the value that I can bring is a bit less. He said what he lacks is a technical knowledge, around marketing, and, platform, that sort of thing. But I can offer, I mean, if it was in Barcelona, I could help film the content and all that kind of stuff, but that's not the case. So it's like I can offer sort of investment and partnership in that way. Like financial investment, building things out. And I should have said this, is I forgot to also like just help with more like the editing and that sort of thing around the course. And I'm sure also like finding the branding side of it, communications. I suggested doing something in English primarily, rather than he wanted to do English and French. I don't really think that makes sense. He is in the French market, of course, so it makes sense for him like more locally, but just to me it seems to make more sense. Film it in English, have French subtitles and Italian subtitles and Spanish subtitles. And so we decided on a follow-up call in a week. We'll discuss where things are. I will look into some of the competitors you sent me, as well as multi-sig in general for Bitcoin. And we'll see where things go. But really, I want to just build, There's a part of me that was like, yeah, trying to do a digital course would be some form of like shiny object syndrome, which is why I was like, I really would prefer like, which is why basically I was like, yeah, like I can give you some funds and be minimally involved in guiding how that goes. And let's see, because then there's some level of distance. It's still an ongoing activity, of course. That would be cool. There's some level of distance, and we can see how well we work together also. So yeah. And right now, Kian is in my apartment. He's in the other office that belongs to Petrus, and he's working from home. And for my home, his home has had some electrical issues. So after lunch, he's gonna walk me through some of the sales tools that they use, and we're gonna start to like identify clients, prospects for me, and start to do cold outreach. In addition, I'm hungry right now, so we're gonna get some food. Man, I stepped outside to get lunch. It's my first time outside today, and I forgot Barcelona just is Barcelona. It's filled with beautiful women. Like the first girl I saw, I was like, what the fuck? And then the second, and I was like, oh yeah, I live in Barcelona. Anyway, Ken and I had a good talk, and he was like, Phil, stop dicking around. So I realized I'm dicking around, doing a bunch of activity to avoid talking to people and selling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna message Lee and I'm gonna message Robin. I'm gonna ask Robin to talk, and I'll ask Lee if she can intro me to Shai, her husband. Both of them are CTOs. Kiana intro me to this guy, Kai, who's a friend of his, who's running a sales agency. I'm not really sure I want to work with the sales agency and do like some mass outreach bullshit. It just seems very antithetical to what I'm trying to build. But he said I can get on the phone and call people. So at the very least, that's an option. I didn't realize it was an option. But basically, yeah, I have to like actually start talking to people and not being in here, and trying to pre-plan everything and get it perfect. You learn through doing and you fail forward. So yeah, that's the plan. I always say, yeah, that's the plan after each section, but yeah, that's the plan. Okay, just finished grabbing lunch with Ken, or the second meal of the day. After work, I think I worked 9 to 5:30 today. It was a pretty good day. It was definitely a move the needle day, you know? Started actually talking to people. I did outreach in terms of I messaged Lee and I messaged Robin. Lee set up an intro with Shai on LinkedIn, so I'll schedule some time to speak with him this week. I didn't check if Robin responded yet, or I don't think he responded. And then Kian introduced me to a friend of his, Kai, who's starting a sales agency. I don't think the sales agency model is really aligned with what I'm trying to do, unfortunately, because the guy seemed cool, he seemed legit, and I would have loved if there was a way I could have helped him and he could have helped me. But yeah, so started making prospect lists, started using Sales Navigator. It wasn't showing the sorts of people that I would say are my ICP, because, you know, it didn't show the people in New York, for example, that I know are building the kinds of companies I want to focus on and would have the types of problems I want to potentially be able to solve. But one thing at a time, you know, one step at a time. One thing I think I need to do right now is figure out what the KPIs are going to be to hold myself accountable. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I get distracted doing other stuff, as long as I'm hitting those KPIs in terms of outreach. So I'm thinking I'm going to structure my day around sales outreach, marketing efforts, and then, you know, whatever dev work or expertise building that I want to do. But if I focus 2 hours each. I'm vlogging for my friends in America.
Hi!
Yeah, and there's like 2 of them. So, you know, you just waved hi to like the smallest audience in the world.
Hi, you too!
Do you live in Barcelona?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
since 2 weeks.
Oh, wow, welcome.
And you?
I live here for 2 years.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, 2.5, technically, you know?
Great.
Yeah, where are you
speak
from?
Spanish?
Sí, claro.
Oh.
¿Y tú hablas español o qué?
Un poco.
Un poco.
Pero entiendo bien.
Oh, dale. ¿Y por qué entiendes bien?
Because,
¿Cómo?
because I learned Spanish at school.
Oh, you had a Spanish boyfriend.
No.
Where are you from?
Paris.
Oh, you're French.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna. So I made a new friend, and that's what I mean when I say people are so friendly in Barcelona. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Probably. Oh yeah, things that move the needle. So understanding and defining like the KPIs for how I'm gonna do outreach and structuring my days around, you know, this amount of time doing marketing, this amount of time doing sales outreach, or building marketing assets, doing sales outreach, and then the other rest of the time doing, you know, authority building activities, so just developing my skill set, coding, and using that to funnel back into the marketing systems, resources, assets that I build. So there's definitely more clarity. I think the main thing, as Ken said, is stop dicking around, and the highest leverage activity by far is just reaching out to people. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and it's kind of scary, but that's what I'm going to be doing. Anyway, I'm on my way home now, 6:46, 6:47. I have a call with Alex Leon in about 15 minutes. After that, gym, and after that, who knows? Man, so just finished just finished talking with Alex Leon. He gave me some pretty good advice about, my eyes are red, about building out a high value network, building out a social media platform here in Barcelona, building out a community, and, you know, getting after the thing I'm seeing I want to get after. And he also talked about some of the, he related with some of the complaints that I have, you know, again, like the caliber and tier of like people, and talked about how to get the top of the top. So some good advice. Um, Now I'm gonna go to the gym. Gonna test my bench 1 rep max and probably my squat and deadlift 1 rep max. Why? Because, or maybe I'll test bench today. Thursday, Friday, do squat and deadlift. Because I'm switching from doing a power hypertrophy upper lower full, PHUL full program to going back to Wendler 531 boring but big program. Because when I was doing that was when I was the biggest, my chest, my back, my shoulders. I was also 22, 23, 24. So, of course, them steroids helped. Them natural steroids, I'm talking about that testosterone. I'm talking about being a 24-year-old Nigerian man. That definitely helped. And I was very disciplined, very consistent. Maybe even when I was like 21, 22, not 24. I think when I was 24, I was lifting twice a week. But regardless, I'm going to try to get back on that for about 6 months, see how it looks, see how it feels. And then other than that, I'm not sure. Tonight, I would have gone to the entrepreneurship meetup under normal circumstances. But Kian was here all day today. I spoke with Alex Leon, and that girl on the street, I met her, I guess, or she started a interaction with me technically. So I don't know. I feel like I've had some level of social energy today, so I don't feel like I need to go out and like replenish. Because I'm the opposite of an extrovert, like of an introvert rather. Being alone all day like depletes me. So, I think I had some level of socialization already. That's sufficient. It's not what I would love, but it's sufficient. So, gonna go lift, sauna if I have time, which I should, God willing. And then that's the rest of my evening. One thing I don't want to do when I come back is like come on here until 1 a.m. again. So maybe I'll watch a movie. Maybe I'll even go out to the movies. Maybe I'll go grocery shopping, although there's not going to be enough time. Maybe I'll go out and read a book and get dinner on the screens, although I don't want on the screens. I had that for lunch. Maybe if I had a bicycle, I'd go ride a bike. I could go run, but nah, I went running yesterday. I don't really want that. So I'm not really sure what I'd do. I guess I could call Johnny. I could start booking stuff. Oh, God, so much expenses. Yeah, this is what I have to sell. This is what I gotta like get on top of selling, dude. So many expenses, so much stuff I want to do, Working with Brendan Dell. My birthday's coming up. Potentially working with Alex Leon. Even though that wouldn't start till like January of next year. My visa stuff, I'm gonna need to give my lawyers another $5,000 euros to finish the visa process. I'm going to go to their office tomorrow. I'm saying that here so that it's like a form of accountability. I'm going to go to their office and speak with them in person. And yeah, man, a lot of stuff to be done. Alcian also gave me like an interesting idea. He said, when he decided he wanted to start building up his Instagram, he literally hired a photographer full time. It was like, hey, I'll pay you. And I'll fly you out do you want to go to Bali? I'll fly you out and pay your room and board, and you take some photos of me. And I was like, oh, that's smart. I have this, I have the camera and the tripod, of course, and you can use that for like pose photos and all of that. But he was getting like sort of in the moment, spontaneous, great photos. All with that, of course, sick filter and sick editing. So yeah, there's a lot to be said and to be done. But that's life. That's the name of the game. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get to lifting. Okay, testing my bench 1 rep max for Wendler today. I'm about to go for 225, or I guess 100 kilos. So let's see how that goes. Man, I did not do the 100 kilos, 225 pound bench. I was able to get it up off the rack, push it back down, and then on the lift off, it was like, ooh. So yeah, at least now I know. Although I'm pretty sure it's like within my range of strength. You know, if I train a month, 2 months consistently, it should be doable. I'm still just thinking about all the expenses I have coming up, things that I'm spending money on, things I want to do. So I have to call Chase Bank and give them Lewis's passport number because he didn't give it to me in time. Little pookster. And other stuff too. Jesus, there's a mountain of beautiful women in this country, in this city, this country too, I guess. I really only know Barcelona. And there's some like cool art event thing going on next to the gym. I saw it on my way here, and now there's even more creatives hanging outside in front. These are the sort of events I should also be going to, photography-wise. But you know, one thing at a time. I only have so much time. Lift, meditate, business, friends, social life. I can only do so much, but I'll grab a video.